Hey guys, I'm a health visitor in England. Let's talk about getting rid of the dummy and associated with sleep. This person said they've bought my sleep guide and they said it's really good, but they've got a couple of questions, and one is they want to get rid of the dummy. What sleep comforter should they swap for? So the Lullaby Trust don't recommend anything in the crib. They recommend a clear crib until 1 year old to help prevent the risk of sudden infant death syndrome. When I got rid of the dummy with my two, I introduced a tiny muslin like this. I wanted something that wouldn't wrap around their neck and it was completely breathable, nothing that would suffocate them. These are the actual Lizelle cloths that my mum uses, and both of them use them, and my 4-year-old still uses it now. She plays with this while sucking her thumb. So that's what I used to swap as a sleep comfort. I don't know how old this baby is, and like I said, 4 months old is too young to introduce anything into the crib, which is what my sleep guide is aimed at, is 4 months plus. She also asked with my guide that if baby does cry, can you soothe with the boob, or is this not allowed? Now, you can, as long as they don't fall asleep. So with my sleep guide, I recommend how to teach them self-settle is the pick up, put down method. I've got a really high success rate. You're responding to their needs. You don't have to leave them to cry, because as soon as they cry, you're picking them up. Now, you can soothe with the breast, but if they're going to fall asleep, then I wouldn't. I would be rocking, shushing, walking, cuddling, and as soon as they stop crying, then you put them back down again. So I hope this helps. Another thing I would like to say to parents is, when I encourage parents to teach their baby to self-settle if it's what they want, to help lengthen those sleep cycles. You don't have to, but this is just if you want to. I know that a lot of people want to be able to put their babies down to sleep in the evenings, yada, yada, yada. I wanted to, so there's no shame in that. Once they reach 6 months, you can put them in their own room or put them upstairs to sleep. Is when you're teaching them self-settle, parents say, do you leave the room? Sometimes, if your baby isn't crying, yes, you can leave the room. But other times, when you're in the midst of this teaching baby to self-settle and you lay them down, sometimes they cry immediately and you need to pick them back up again, so you haven't got the time to leave the room. The room should be nice and pitch black. If you want me to be honest with you, when I put my babies down and they were crying, after I picked them up, if they weren't crying and I put them back down again, I would drop to the floor to hide until I felt that they were asleep, so I could respond to them immediately, just while I was teaching them how to self-settle. Took about 3 days, and then once I'd taught them, I was able to put them down awake. They'd go off to sleep for naps, bedtime, and then I saw that they started to lengthen their sleep throughout the night. Another frequently asked question is, do I do this throughout the night? I personally don't believe you have to. I believe if you teach your baby to self-settle throughout the day and for bedtime up until when you go to bed, you can just feed to sleep or do whatever you usually do to sleep, because the self-settling will overtake that eventually after a few days. Give it a week longest. But if you stick to this throughout the evening and for naps, then you will see your baby will learn how to self-settle. I hope that helps.